All right, so here we go. Question number 8, and we're gonna start off with Danielle. Should a man always pay on the first date? This is what.
Okay.
What do you think the
What
guy
the
said?
men say? I'm gonna say they
Mm-hmm.
said no.
Said no. What about you, Angie?
I'm gonna say the guy said no.
Steph.
I think they said yes just because they want to appear like they got common sense and home training.
What about you?
That.
I think they said yes too.
Okay. Actually, everybody was right because it was 50%. 50 said yes. 50 said no.
Well, I got a question right. This is my second question right out of 8. I'm failing.
Yes, and if there's a second one, the girl should pay. That's true.
No.
Now, women said 53% of the ladies said that men should pay on the first date. Okay, so I want to go back to that real quick. Danielle, so if you go on a date with a guy, do you automatically expect him to be paying for it? The pleasure of your company?
Date, yes. If it's a date, yes.
So no Dutch, no. I had to stay.
Like, you don't pay for my stuff. There is no hi, how you doing? We're not talking no more. No, because you said it's a date, and I'm old school. Like, I'm the kind. If we're going on a date, then I might do the meet you there if I don't really know you. But if I know you, come pick me up. We're going on a date. Yes, this is a date. Your bill. Thank you.
All right, Angie, should a man pay? What do you think?
I think first date. What I think what the men said. We already said what the men said, right?
What do you think?
I think they should. If it's a date, I'm with her. If it's a date, then yes.
Mm-hmm. All right, Steph.
Yes, I think so.
And you are, if the guy does not do that.
Well, I'm gonna get clarification because I'm good at snuffing that type of stuff out. The hoteps that want to go Dutch on the first date, like I can look that out. And so it's not gonna really work out for I've been in situations where it was sort of impromptu, and the dude, it was a little unclarity there. But if I know we're going out, like, I know you're trying to talk to me, I know you're trying to see if you can get me out, we're gonna have to talk about what's the expectation. And I think that if a guy does want to go Dutch, I think he should make that clear, because some women they're not down for that. Mm-hmm. If that's what because 50% of these men say that they okay with not paying on the first, like they don't. It's some men that's trying to go Dutch or have they the date paid for them, like get their food paid for. So I don't know, like you should make that clear, because most women, I think, would think that the date will be paid for, especially if the guy is asking me out.
You know what's so funny? Drew says drinks are high. Thank God I don't have first dates anymore. You know what's so funny?
Drinks are high.
I don't think I'm talking out of turn by saying that Drew is homosexual. So homosexual male. So who pays on the first date when it comes to that? Like, is it always Dutch?
Is it may be whoever asks.
Whoever asks, I would assume.
Whoever asks. If I say let's go, if it's my idea, then I'm paying. In a lot of cultures, that's whoever's idea it is. That's who's paying.
Is it the more effeminate one? Is that the one who doesn't have to pay? I guess I don't know. That's kind of yeah. He's Kente. Hey, I could ask that question. All right, here we go. Number 9. Number 9.
Something wrong with Kente.
Should a man be required to pay when he goes out with a woman on a non-romantic? This is a friendship outing, and I know what I have a feeling I know what Steph's gonna say, but now these are what the fellas said. So we'll start off with you, Danielle. Should a man pay when he goes out with a woman, but they're not? It's not romantic. We're friends.
I'm gonna say they said no, because the word required. They should be required. It's kind of harsh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying no.
What about you, Angie?
I'm gonna say they said no.
All right. What about you, Steph?
They said no.
And you, Rashim?
I think they said no as well.
Okay. 93% of the men said no. I'm shocked it was only 93%. I thought it would have been like 100%.
Where is he?
You know, I need to find. I can actually find these guys. I'm gonna go through and find some of these people that said this. But okay, so I'm gonna go to you, Steph. When a man and woman is out, because I know you told me one time that your I think it was your father or was it your stepdad?
Both.
That they feel very strongly about paying when they go out with a woman, whether it's friendship or not.
Right. I mean, they're old school. So when you're in the company of a woman, you know, you're out to eat, you pay for them. I mean, that's the old school way of doing things. Like, I understand now it's not like that. Like, I can't imagine my stepdad going out with some women or even a client of his that might be a woman and not paying for her lunch. Like, it's like, it's not that serious. He'll just pay for it. My dad is the same way. He also calls every woman sweetheart. So I don't know. He might be a little bit of a player, but I think it's an old school way of things. Me personally, I don't feel like it's a requirement. Like, if we're just friends, I don't mind. Like, it's not a big deal. It's not even something I would think about. But yeah, I think it's an age thing. I think it just depends on what era the guy came up in.
You know, Rashim, I want to go back to you because I know we talked about this, but I recall you saying that you've never had an issue, like guys just pay. When they're with Rashim, they have no problem.
I feel like you be making this a thing.
It is a thing.
I don't feel like I am unique in that manner.
You are. Let me tell you, you are.
Yeah,
you really are. I mean, but look, own it. That's just what you demanded, what you got. Own that, girl, because that is not normal. You are like the one in a gazillion chance that happens. That's not normal, sweetie.
I see you've had it good for so long that you just think everyone got it good.
I really do think it's a large percentage. I wish one of the questions would have been asking a woman when she goes out, what is the percentage that guys pay? Or do guys typically mostly pay? And I think that you'll get a large percentage.
I have this feeling that Rashim can just leave her pocketbook at home anytime she go out, and he's just gonna get hooked up.
Not anymore.
That's that beauty, honey. No, that's that beauty.
Look, not since having my daughter, body is all different now. Can't get away with what I used to.
Stop it. All right. Okay, so let's moving right along. Number 10. Is it wrong for a woman to take gifts from a man she knows she's not interested in? So Danielle.
Is this from the men's point of view?
Yes, always from the men's point of view.
Wrong. It's not right.
So you said that they say yes, it's wrong.
Yes, it's wrong.
All right, Angie.
They would say yes, it's wrong.
Steph.
Yes.
And I think they would say yes as well.
Okay. Only 62% said yes is wrong. So I want to kind of go. I'm gonna have to go back to the individuals.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You know what it is? They used to get played like a sucker. That's all.
That's why Steph is my boo.
You know, Danielle, I want to go back to this. Like, you know, a guy likes you. You've already, you've told him like it ain't happening for you, right? But he still wants to get you a bag or whatever it is that you like, your thing, whatever your thing is. Do you accept it? Do you allow him to go ahead and just spend that cake, or do you return the gift and say, look, it's not buying whatever is not going to get you anywhere, so cut it out?
It depends on the gift. I like food, so if you offer to feed me, I'm like, sure, thank you. But I'm not gonna take no like $500 gift from somebody I'm not interested in. I wouldn't do that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what about you, Steph? I was seeing your facial expression.
I mean, I already told you I'm in that block and delete ministry, so I don't generally have those type of problems. However, it just depends on if the gift will appreciate or depreciate in value. So if I can make money out of it, maybe.
So you would take it. You would take the gift from the guy you know you don't like that.
No, I mean I'm being facetious, but in most cases, no, I would not, because that's how you get stalkers.
That's true. You get them stalkers. What about you, Angie? What do you think about a woman who takes gifts from guys that she knows she's not interested in?
Okay, you asked two different questions. Make something clear. What do I think about it, or what I do with it?
You can give me both. You can give me both.
You should not do it, but I would do it. I have done it a bunch of times.
At least you're honest about it. Did you get the stalkers because of that?
Yeah, but I have a family full of crazies, but I have a bunch of men that like to fight. So people didn't typically come and bother me. So I knew how to play my zones. And I had a cousin that was in the military, and you mess with me, he went to a dude's house with no shirt on, some jean shorts, and some boots that weren't tied up, and said, "If you ever touch it again, I kill you." That was the end of that. So I didn't have that. They knew that my cousins was really crazy, and my brother, so I didn't have those problems.
Kente, how would you feel if somebody you were dating always insisted on paying?
That she always insisted on paying?
She was like, "No, I got this. No, I want to pay." How would you take that?
I would appreciate the fact that they wanted to. I wouldn't let them do it though. I'm old school in that regard. So I wouldn't let a woman pay. No, unless if it's my birthday or something special like that. Would you have a problem with your girlfriend or wife, whatever one you have, being friends and hanging out with an ex-boyfriend? So we'll start off with you, Angie.
Well, I think they said yes, they would have an issue with it.
Okay. What about you, Danielle?
I think they said yes too.
And I think they said yes.
Okay. But 53%, they said yes.
Only 53%?
Only 53% said
they lying. They are lying.
Yes. So yeah, I know, right? There's some liars. Me personally, I said yes, I would have a problem with it.
I don't know any guy who would and I'm not even talking about a dude being jealous. I'm not even talking about a crazy, deranged, jealous dude. I'm just talking off a GP. Like, why you hanging out with that dude? Like, what's going on there? So 53 is kind of low to me.
It is very low. Let me ask the ladies this question. Danielle, you got a man, and he's real tight with his ex-girlfriend. They hang out, they go to the movies, art exhibits, play Twister.
Ain't that much tight in the world.
Clearly, he ain't my man.
Thank you, Danielle. Clearly. And they probably playing butt naked Twister.
Look at Angie.
What?
Grown people know gonna play Twister without some kind of hidden pleasure.
Man, I don't know about that. I played Twister before, and it was
yeah, with a girl.
Yeah.
And you weren't trying to insert nothing when you put your right hand on green and your left hand on blue, and you trying to hokey pokey in the middle to play with somebody else, can't say.
Okay.
Twister is a game that you can play with the family. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
were you playing with your family, or were you playing with a chick?
Not only that, would you play Twister with your homeboys?
No.
Okay, then. So that's
why? Because you don't want your balls touching, but you okay with her coochie touching. Play with somebody else.
No, I wouldn't. How do you start that to your homeboy? Like, hey man, let's play some Twister.
How you started with?
And if they say, that's the way to find out what's going on. If they say yeah, then you be like, oh, all right then, dog. I'm gonna go. My mama just called me.
Yeah. I don't even know how you start to ask your homeboy to play Twister with you. That seemed kind of wrong. So I don't know. You know, I know situations. No Twister with dudes, hilarious. I know some people though. They have like these uncomfortable relationships with their exes, and their whole thing is like whoever they date, they're gonna almost force them. Like they're a part of my life. So if you don't accept the fact that I'm homies with Marissa or Tommy or whoever it is, that you're gonna have to just deal with that. You know,
that might be the person they need to be with.
Mm-hmm.
If they set those type of terms in a relationship that that everybody who comes in their life have to accept this person, that's what you say to somebody who you gonna marry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's kind of self-sabotage too. You know, like how do you really gonna have a relationship? How are you gonna really have a relationship and the person you used to screw is like hovering around?
They hovering?
Yeah, they just hovering around. You know, it's like the ghost of penis past is just floating around. You know what I mean?
You said the ghost of penis past.
The ghost of penis past is in your life, and so the question is: would you have a problem with your girlfriend or wife being friends or hanging out with your ex? I mean, with their ex.
Me?
The guys. What do you think the guys?
Oh. Yeah, they would have a problem with that.
You know, only 53% said that. 46%.
Really?
That's just because they don't want to seem insecure. Because remember, you had them put their name on the survey, bruh.
True that. If you would have left their name anonymous, those answers would have been different.
I had no problem though, myself personally, saying the hell yeah, to have a problem with that. You know,
you the host of the show, so like we think we would have a problem.
I would. So does that make me insecure?
No, I'm saying you the host of the show, so you don't mind saying those topics, but it's a lot of people that hide behind the computer screen.
Okay, so the next question, I know Steph will. Uh-oh. Did we lose Steph?
On my screen, she's froze. Okay, she might need to refresh and come back.
Yeah, we'll get her back. All right. So while we do that, let me do this question while we're waiting for Steph to come back. All right. So this is what the guys were asked. Does it matter to you how many sexual partners a woman that you are dating has had in the past? So, Angie, what do you think the fellas said?
They said yes.
That it matters?
What
about you, Dan?
I'm gonna say they said no.
I think they said no too.
You said no? All right. 56% said no.
It's 11
o'clock.
o'clock.
Do you think they were telling the truth?
No. I hear too many men say, I don't want to be with a woman that everybody's been with, and da-da-da. That's a common saying and a common occurrence, not just locally, but you hear it on, like, Steve Harvey have a lot of shows like that, and different people have those relationship shows. Of course, this is the kind of stuff that I watch. And so many of them say she done been with everybody, that, you know, it's hard to be in the room and don't know who she slept with. A lot of guys have an issue with that. So I'm not, just like your other last few questions that was really crazy answer, I think that's one of them.
Well, I think it depends on if he knows the people. I think she could have only slept with 3 dudes, and if he know the 3 dudes, that's the issue. But if she slept with like 20 dudes and those dudes are in another state, I don't think that's going to be that much of an issue.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. There was a time where I was into this woman, and then I found out that she slept with this specific person who I can't stand, and that shit totally turned me off. I was like, you slept with him? that was a huge turnoff. So, it does happen. The question was, would you have a problem? I'm sorry, oops, wrong one. Does it matter to you how many sexual partners a woman that you were dating had in the past?
I'm gonna say most men probably said no.
Mm-hmm. But okay, they did say that 56%. Do you believe that though?
No.
So you think they lying?
The question is, do you think they're liars? Yes.
yes. No, I think they're lying on the survey. I mean, because I won't say lying. I think they intellectually they probably believe that that's true, but emotionally, when they're confronted with it, it wouldn't go. It wouldn't go that way. They would be upset in their feelings, as people say, or why you didn't like. So it just depends. And I mean, I don't know how enlightened these men are in this survey, or their views on women's sexuality and empowerment or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know. Like your typical guy, they probably don't want a woman that they feel like has been with a lot of men, but they're gonna try to play themselves into thinking that it doesn't matter.
I don't know. My thing is, what is the number for these guys? A cutoff number, acceptable.
I mean,
I don't know if there's
especially as they get older. Like, you think you're gonna meet a 40-year-old woman? Right.
Well, first of all, a woman not gonna really tell you the real number. That's just what I'm gonna tell you.
Also, like, you think you're gonna meet somebody 40 years old and they've been having sex since they was a teenager and the number gonna be low? Like, come on. Why are we even having that conversation?
Women also too though. Women don't count some partners too though.
If they weren't good, if they ain't last long, we don't count.
I have a funny story about that, but
I don't think you should count that.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I think that I'm like if a man ventures into
my screen breaking up. Oh Lord, wait a minute.
If a man ventures into that territory with me, that questioning, then that's an automatic turn off.
I don't even know why.
All you need to see is my test results that I'm STD free. That's all you need to be concerned about.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to know any kind of thing. I'm like, what Chris Rock said, just be glad you with her now.
I think a close friend of mine, we were in college and she was a virgin and she was dating this guy. This is like her first serious boyfriend. And when they got done having sex, she came to me and she's like, I think I'm still a virgin. And I'm like, well, did you guys have sex? And she's like, yeah, but his penis was so little, I didn't feel anything.
Oh, I'm finna get off the line. I gotta hang up. I gotta go to bed. That's too much. That's too much.
This man is on the offensive. He's on the offensive line of a football team. So some people associate big man with a big penis. It's not always true.
So she didn't bleed?
She didn't. She said she didn't feel it whatsoever. And so in that situation, she was like, well, that doesn't count, right? Am I still
the doctor? The doctor has to tell you can't give her that definition. The doctor has to see it.
No, little dicks count too.
Well, yeah, they count. The doctor will tell you if that little lining right there, the lining was broke.
Yeah.
Penis passes through the plane of your. I'm doing my Taylor impersonation. The plane of your vagina, you are not a virgin anymore. So
not medically. Medically, it's when that hymen broke.
If you had a little penis inside of you, it still counts. So sorry.
I think you still. I think
you said like sorry, boo.
I'm on the show.
I would say
that she wasn't a virgin no more.
There was some girls at the school that I went to, and I went to one high school where there was a lot of Caucasian females, and people kept thinking that the black girls were more promiscuous than the Caucasian girls because they were coming up pregnant. But all of the Caucasian girls was given like major head and getting it in the butt. so that they could preserve
Every
that
time.
space.
Every day.
They were getting it in.
You know what? I had on an episode of Mars Venus last year. We had 2 porn stars on, and one was male, one was female. And the guy said that they are virgin porn stars, and I said, how you be a virgin and a porn star? And he said there were women who only would do it anally, and because they wanted to keep that for they were either religious or they were trying to keep that for their husband.
See, that's a complete face palm. When you a porn star and you on film getting ran through, and you talking about something.
Right. I gotta get him back on.
That's a complete face palm. Like, how you explain it? No, honey, I'm a virgin. I saved this for you. And he got footage. Okay.
Dante's like, I wasn't born.
Some of my friends that went to Texas A&M, which is a PWI, of course, would say that there were Indian girls that like black guys, but they would only have anal sex with them. Like, they was not trying to mess up their whole arranged marriage situation in the future with a loose coochie. Because you will get sent back with a loose coochie.
Oh my, you guys are too much.
Things you make women go through.
Yeah, and I mean, it's very true. The hymen's supposed to be intact when that's part of the whole package in an arranged marriage.
But dudes, meanwhile, they could probably go and
they doing some of everything.
All right, so here we go. Moving right along. We just have 2 more questions. Number 13. Can you take someone back who's cheated on you? So we'll start off with you, Steph. What did the guys say?
I'm gonna say the men said no.
Mm-hmm. And
that they probably told the truth on. No.
I think they might have said no.
Rasheen.
Yeah, I think they said no.
Okay, only 62% of the guys said no.
Don't you survey these dudes no more.
What do you say?
I need you to randomize your sample a little bit better.
I can no. Cheating to me is the end. Like, I don't believe in community coochie at all.
Community coochie. What if he just did it in her butt? Then it's still your coochie.
You know what? I would. You know, if she came to me and said, "Look, I only anal sex. I feel really bad about it. Can we still be together?" I'd laugh in her face and tell her, "Don't ever come around me again, you nasty." No, anal sex is sex.
She walking around dropping poop out her butt all day.
I know, right? You're on mute, Steph.
How did she mute herself? I need
Steph.
Don't forget, you're going to be on my show, Angie. I'm looking forward to having you.
I'm scared. Look, I'm scared. I'm very, very afraid.
Why are you afraid?
I don't know. You guys might make me seem like I'm going to be really quiet. Like, oh my God. Like, what's the question?
First of all, Angie, I don't see you being quiet. That's the first thing.
Are you coming for me?
What?
Are you coming for me? Oh my God.
You sent for me, firstly. So yes.
I was just defending my character.
I come when people send for me. You sent for me. Yes, I don't see you being quiet. But that's also part of the reason why I want you.
Wait, he said Black Love is a screamer. Wait a minute.
What do he know about you?
Girl, I don't know. Cheryl, what you know about me, Ricardo? Well, you know, my voice got deep when I had triplets. I can't really scream no more because it sounds like,
You can make a deep, passionate moan, though, right?
My husband be like, when I turn over, I talk to him in the morning. You know, everybody's voice is deeper in the morning. He be like, it's out your voice.
Take that bass out your voice.
Take that bass out your voice. That's all right.
Okay. All right. So while we wait for there, let's do 14. Is it possible to cheat on someone and love them at the same time?
This is what the guy said, right?
Yes.
They said yes.
I think they said yes too. What do you say, chat room? It's 8 of you guys in there.
Steph.
Dante says yes in the chat room. Ricardo says yes. Who else in the chat room?
Maybe, or you accidentally hit mute somewhere?
You want sign language?
She could hear us.
I know.
Drew, what do you say? You didn't weigh in yet. Is it possible to cheat on someone and love them at the same time, but not for a woman? Dante, you are a mess. Okay, I can't take you. I am not here for your shenanigans tonight, Dante.
I asked this question: what if the woman looks exactly like you, right? Then it's okay, right? If he cheated on you with your doppelganger.
You know that's not okay. Is it okay if your woman cheat on you with your doppelganger?
It's different for men.
Oh, is that right? Is that what that is? I ain't buying it.
No, that's
different. Yeah, I'm different.
That's blasphemy.
Did Damien leave already? Damien weigh in.
Oh yeah. Damien.
So it seems like the guys are yes, like you can cheat on someone and love them at the same time. At the same damn time.
All right. So here's the last one, and then we'll get Steph's opinion when she comes back. All right. Here's the last question: can you date a woman who is bisexual?
Oh, they said yes.
The guy said yes.
All right. 75. Only 75% of the guys.
Look at my face.
They said yes.
Okay. So do you? But honestly, though, do you really think though a guy could settle down with a woman though who is bisexual?
Yeah.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Do you know how many married women it is that's bisexual that had relationships with women and then they go back and forth with men. Man hurt them, they go to a woman, and they realize they want some real meat, and they go back to a man.
Look at that. They want some real meat. What about you, Dante? You would turn down dating a woman because she was bisexual? I don't see you doing that.
What if she was trisexual?
She'll try anything. She'll try anything.
Right.
Not dating.
What that mean? Not dating.
Only having sex.
So you wouldn't, Dante? Are you saying you wouldn't date a woman if she was bisexual? But in a real relationship, I wouldn't. Why not?
Well, you know what? But it's women that have been bisexual and you didn't know it.
Right. That's what it is.
So yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, let me we got a couple of comments we'll read real quick.
Ricardo say no because too much to worry about. Like if she hanging out with her friends, if they really her friends. But if that's the case, then you would probably be worry about that with a guy too, with her coworker guy. Like, why is it more to worry about?
Let me tell you why though.
Why?
A lot of times people feel like bisexual people have no self-control. I'm not saying
because they don't restrict themselves to one group.
Yeah,
I don't think that's true. I think
that is a perception though.
Yeah, I do think it's a perception. I agree.
I think that way too. I know it's not necessarily right, but that's just how in relationships you like if just as like if your man used to be. Your man was bisexual. I can't date a dude that was bisexual. That had any kind of relationship with a man. I'm gonna be taking his drawers in the front and the back.
What if he accidentally got
No.
Accidentally.
That ever like booty. I'm not gonna be able to do it.
And how anybody accidentally? Are you saying experiment?
No. He was she said she's gonna be checking his drawers. So what if he was doing some gardening and a tree fell and scraped him on his butt? So then you're about to get on him because you got blood down there.
Yeah, nah, but then there's also there's some characteristics that you would notice as well. Not that they have to be all out, but there are some signs, some warning signs.
Some warning signs. Please tell me, what are these warning signs that your man is possibly bisexual?
I'm gonna tell you what my sister told me. It was the one time this guy was trying to talk to me, and my sister said we actually met her. We were going to a basketball game, and she was like, I think he like men too. And I was like, no, he cool, blah, blah, blah. And so she said, what you do is you have conversation, you catch them off guard when they get excited, things of that nature. And I be John Brown. Yeah, one of the conversations we was having, and he was like, girl, I was like, oh, wait a minute. It was just that off guard type, shut up, Cedric, go to bed.
You know, a way to get anybody on anything is to act like you are okay with it. So like, to put it out there like, okay, oh yeah, that's no problem or whatever. So then he'll feel comfortable to admit to something.
Well, men won't admit to that if like the guys that are down low, I guess I would say, because those users are trying to present themselves one way and act like they don't have anything else going on. They're still not going to let their guard down on that. How you find that out is being around them, their mannerisms, things they do. There's just certain things that men don't do. Not men. Heterosexual men don't do.
What are those?
Men don't say child.
Child? Like that?
Yeah, men ain't sucking their teeth and rolling their eyes. Men not doing the stuff women do. They just not. And if you are,
you know what?
And if you are, then you're not gonna be my man. Not now, not now.
You know what, though? I gotta say, like, as my uncle said at a wedding, they don't make Negroes like they used to.
And that's true. And that's true. And I don't want the new age Negro. I want me an old caveman.
I'm gonna say though, there's guys that they on some old other stuff and they straight as hell. They straight as hell, but they just don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't get down like they used to. So
I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Doesn't get down. They don't get like they used to. Can you elaborate?
A lot of dudes these days are being raised by women, right? And so they don't really have a male around.
My husband was raised by a single mother. Help me understand, because I got 100% Amazon over here.
Did I say every single?
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to get some clear understanding. Make yourself clear.
A lot of guys are not raised with any males around.
Mm-hmm.
And some they're not affected by it, and others are. And a lot of times they adopt the characteristics of the women that they're around.
And that's true.
So, so I've met a lot of guys. I met a lot of guys who were straight, but they kind of had women kind of tendencies about.
Yeah, but they one sausage sandwich away from going over.
Who knows? Maybe they are, but we're about to close it out. So I don't know. Like some guys are like that. See, not every guy chews glass like me. So some guys, they do other things.
Chew glass? What does that mean?
That's when I say someone is real masculine.
Oh, okay.
Because they so rugged, they can, chew glass.
At Rick Ross.
There you go. So
yeah, what's interesting? It's so funny because when I see, we went to go. I told you we went to go see the movie today, and I had to go to the restroom. And I handed Derek my purse and my stuff while I went to the restroom, and he hates when I give him all my stuff. And I was standing far, and he was bringing me my purse, and I'm like, he is carrying the purse all wrong. He was all like, I don't know, I can't really explain it, but the way he was carrying it, I was like, he would not make a very good woman because.
But if he had it like this and was like, girl, get your purse.
Right. Like all the times I've given it to him, it's never been on his shoulder. It's always like down here, like it's a tote, and then the rest of my stuff is like you can tell that it's not something that he's used to carrying, and it's not an attachment. Even with my daughter's father, he just the way he moves is I don't even really know how to explain it. I don't really know how to explain it. But I think when Kente, as you were talking about the whole different thing of how, I don't know, I guess what you were saying is how children model behavior of who they're around and stuff like that. They didn't model, they modeled behavior that was, I guess you could say, would be considered typical of men who chew glass.
Men who chew glass, that's right. Mm-hmm. That's right. You know, one thing I've noticed too, a lot of women really appreciate masculine men, even more so probably than ever, because a lot of guys are metro these days or suspect. You know, so you know what I mean. Like there's a lot of like suspect ass dudes out there. So you know, unless you. The few women that may appreciate a suspect ass dude, you know.
He's so stupid.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think what it's really about is clarity. Like I think what people are looking for is clarity in like where it is that a person stands. And I think as people, some of my friends that I remember in high school and middle school, it was cool if a dude was pretty. Pretty boy was cool. Light skin, wavy hair, that was the thing. And now because they feel like some lines have been blurred, they want masculinity to be demonstrated in a particular way that will help them feel like they have clarity about what this man's interests are.
Mm-hmm. Steph? Oh wow! It's still, you know what? Huzzah is racist against Steph. That's what it is.
Why I gotta be racist just against her though? Because she's with the black ministry.
You know, I think it's I don't know. They had some demons or something like that. I was trying to talk before we say goodbye, but I just think that's gonna happen. So I remember Pretty Boys and. In high school.
Pretty Ricky, what they call him.
Ricky Fontaine.
Right.
So I'm gonna start off with you, Angie. How can people get you in social media? Once again, tell us about Black Love United and your show.
It's a marriage group that tells you how to hunch and keep on hunching and hunch all the time. No, I'm just kidding. It's a group just to get people outside their normal daily routine, to see that other people have issues and problems, but we all work through them. You can find us on every social media website, every social media venue at Black Love United.
Now, I'll say this though, because Drew was asking where did you look familiar, Angie? And I remember the first day I met Angie, because you're listed as Cedric and Angie.
It was Ced and Angie because we have two. Because Black Love has Ced and Angie. That Ced and Angie is it transcends just Black Love. When we do our speaking engagements, a lot of times we use Ced and Angie. So I had started to do stuff with Ced and Angie more so than Black Love because sometimes I didn't feel like fighting. What's Black Love? Why you gotta be Black Love? I listen to that. Some days you just don't want to fight. But that's what I told. Because now where you meet me at? I remember.
Now we were in a blab and you were talking from the chat room, and I didn't know if he was male or female because it said Cedric and Angie. Mm-hmm. So I remember at a certain point, because it was me and Drew was on. At a certain point, I was like, "Okay, is this Cedric or Angie,
right?
Or who? You know, like who? Because you know some of your answers seemed like they were coming from a woman, and so then you said this is Angie, so we asked you to come on, and you hopped on, and we had such a great conversation, and it was very interesting, the conversation we had. So
Blab used to be really live.
Definitely. All right. So Rasheem, how can people get you on social media, and also tell us about your programs that are coming up?
All right. So you can catch me srasheem.com. And you can also catch me on my YouTube channel, s.rasheem. The show that I have is called The Counter Narrative. It is every Saturday night at 9:30 p.m. I have a lot of really good content coming up. One of the things that are coming up, Angie will be on, and it is that show is called Black and Happily Married. And again, the show is the counter narrative. So it's about talking about those narratives that we don't talk about or hear about enough in mainstream media. So I went ahead and put my YouTube link. If you're here right now in the room, please go check out the YouTube channel and subscribe. If you're not in the room and you're watching or you're listening, just go to YouTube and type in s.rasheem. I should be the only one in there. And subscribe to see the information that will be all the shows and get notifications for when those shows come up.
Now I'm Black, but I'm not happily married. So will I enjoy the show?
Absolutely. I think everyone will, because the people that we're going to have on are going to be, they're not just Black and happily married, but they're experts in different aspects of it. Like Angie, how she talked about, she's going to come on and talk about how to be married and hunch and keep on hunching. And there's
that's my area. That's my expertise.
And that's Black Love United. So there's going to also be another couple, and they are called Deborah Jerome. They're going to be on, and I'm actually going to bring Derek on the camera, and he's a very unconventional character. So this should be interesting. I have no idea what he's going to say, and I have not prepped him for it.
Which one is Derek? The one that was on your show last week?
No, Derek is my husband.
He was the one.
Oh, your husband.
Yeah.
There was an episode where he was wearing a robe, and he was walking back and forth in the back.
That's him. He's an old man at heart. So that should be interesting. I mean, not only will you get to hear from all these experts, it'll be the host sharing a little bit of background and information and give you a peek inside my life, and he will tell you, he's a very honest person, so you'll be able to ask him any type of questions too.
I'm gonna have a lunch.
Oh Lord,
that's gonna be interesting. And Steph.
Okay.
Boy, I was so frank.
Let me say where you can find Steph. Steph is at SoSoSteph. If you go to Twitter, she also has a YouTube channel where she, her and I put up the show that we do together called Hers, Mine, and Yours. It's a fantastic show. It is Thursday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. We have topics on there about love, relationships, dating, being a single mom, online dating, matchmaking, are just some of the name of some of those topics. And again, you could find her at SoSoSteph at SoSoSteph. And she also has a Hers, Mine, and Yours YouTube channel. And again, you can catch her every Thursday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time.
All right. You can catch me at Kente F on Twitter. And also, too, you can go to our website, indyradio.org, INDY radio.org. And just to let people know, I'm sure next week's show won't be as long, but it will start at a special time. Actually, I didn't get a chance to tell you this at 7 because there's something I have to do. But our show will be called "The End of the Road," the breaking up. Handling breakups or whatever. And our guests will be Victoria James and Lex Kelly.
All right.
So it should be
I will get excited about what it is.
You'll like them. They're pretty cool.
That should be interesting. Vicky J from the Woke Squad, right?
From the Woke Squad. Yes, that's right. Yeah, cool peeps. All right. With all that said, you guys have a great rest of your week, and God bless.